So I'll head on over to the mat because we'll get started shortly. If you have a pillow today, I don't know who else has just come on. Hi Chelsea, lovely to see you. So if you guys do have a pillow today, grab one. We're going to use that for a chest opener, and we're also going to be working towards crow pose today. Hopefully you saw that in the post. No need to take your feet off the floor, we're just working towards the pose. We'll explore it on our backs as well, and just looking at the technicalities of the pose as well. So don't worry if flying isn't quite for you yet, or for you today even. Some days it's there, some days it's not, but we're just going to enjoy the practice together. So, little chest opener for us to begin with. So if you have a cushion from the couch or a pillow from your bed, if you can grab hold of it, if you can roll it up as best you can, or fold it in half, take it onto the mat or floor if you're just working on the floor, and inch yourself down. Take the top edge of that pillow underneath the shoulder blades. So the shoulder blades should hook over the top, so we begin to arch through that upper back. We want to open the upper back today. Take the arms either side of the body. You can rest the knees against each other if you prefer a little bit more support. If you'd like to open the inner thighs, which is great for crow pose, then bring the soles of the feet together, or you can simply extend the legs away. See what works for you. We don't want to create too much tension through your lower back. And again, if you're looking for a deeper pose, take the arms overhead or at right angles. So find your opening pose, close your eyes. Just check in, settle into your practice. It's very hard to transition from work or whatever we've been doing straight into our yoga practice, so don't expect the mind to be totally still. Let's just breathe here now first of all. Close your mouth, draw the breath in and out through your nose. So in our yoga practice, we want to increase capacity of lungs, use our full diaphragm. Take the breath to the nooks and crannies we don't often breathe to. And through understanding our breath, through a conscious breath, we can really begin to take hold of our mind a little more. Control moods, energy levels. So take the breath to the back of your body now, expand through the back, press into the pillow with your ribs. And then widthways, take it to the side of the body, expand. With each exhale, sink, let go through shoulders, face, fingertips. If the arms are stretched out overhead, bring them back to the side body. Take a moment here, connect with your Ujjayi breath if you're familiar with this, contracting the back of your throat and lifting up through the pelvic floor as you exhale. Uddiyana Bandha, your abdominal lock, to squeeze out the last drops of air on exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Even if you don't have Ujjayi, just on your exhale as you breathe in and out through your nose. See if you can lift up through your pelvic floor and almost knit the ribs together, closing the front ribs and hip bones towards each other. So it's a knitting in. You'll feel your inner thighs engage. The core switch on. This will help us pull together for our crow pose later on. Turning the hands down now to the mat. If you have your legs in a butterfly position or reclined Bakasana, press the feet together, bring them back to the mat. Everyone bring the feet to the mat. Press up just slowly, come up halfway, move the pillow out from the side and lay back down. Moving it to the side, it might be nice for later. From here now, bring your feet in towards your bottom, a gentle bridge flow. Press into the feet now, inhale, reach the arms overhead, stretch out. Exhale, lower hips, lower hands in time with breath, 2 more. Inhale, opening, really press into those feet. See if you can lift a bit higher, engaging the thighs. Exhale, lowering down. It's a lovely one to do if you've been sat down all day. Inhale, opening, lifting, stretching. And exhale. Release down. So a little bit of core work to fire up the core ahead of crow pose. Inhale, extend the legs up. Push out through the heels, nice little hamstring stretch here. You can rub the backs of your legs. Build some heat there. Perhaps draw those legs in with fingertips just slightly closer towards you. Press the lower back down. Exhale, release the hands to the mat. Take those legs just in line with the hips. You can point out through the toes. Just find some energy through the legs. Floint or even flex the toes just so that you can find that connection with the thighs. So inhale here. Exhale, lift up through your pelvic floor. See if you can press the lower back down into the mat. And we want to find that connection from here now. Inhale. Exhale, begin to extend the legs away, let them hover. Inhale, bring those legs back up. Exhale, let them hover about a foot off the floor. Keep pressing the lower back into the mat. Inhale, legs come up. Exhale, lower, use those hands to support you. Inhale, rise, toes to hip height or in line with the hips. Exhale, lower. Keep pressing. If you're shaking, that's okay. Inhale and exhale. 1 more. Inhale and exhale. See if you can hold it here. 3, 2, and 1. Release the legs down. Shake out, stretch out. Inhale and exhale, sigh out. Release. Bring the hands back now. Draw the knees up in towards your chest. Take the arms up towards the ceiling. Imagine you're on your mat, spread out through your fingertips. Really find energy through the forearms. And in fact, from here, we'll begin to reach out with the fingertips and then make fists. So almost like stars, sparkling stars, reaching out, fists in, and go as quickly as you can. Build some heat through those forearms and those hands. So for 5, so you can go a bit faster. 4, 3, 2, and 1. From here now, you should feel them heating up. Press into the ceiling, inhale, and exhale. See if you can draw those knees towards the backs of the arms as high up as you can. We're rounding through the back here. Now inhale, extend the legs away, arms overhead. Head can stay relaxed on the mat, or you can lift up the shoulder blades for a little bit of a stronger core engagement and workout here. Exhale, head comes back, bring the knees to the upper arms. Inhale, extend, your choice which variation. Exhale, back in, press those knees onto arms. Inhale, extend. Exhale, draw in. Now squeeze those thighs together. See how they help you engage your core. Inhale, extend. Exhale, draw in. 1 more. I know these are tough. Inhale and exhale. Draw in. Release the feet to the mat now. Take the knees from side to side, windscreen wipers. And then bring feet to mat, hug knees into chest. Unless you've got any back issues, then roll out to the side and meet us on all fours. If you're okay, use that core to initiate the movement. We'll begin to rock along the length of the spine, really massage the length, enjoy that sensation, should feel that pressure. And then next time, roll up to seated, come over all fours, and come through to all fours and over the knees. So hands under shoulders, knees underneath hips. A few rounds of cat-cow, toes can tuck if that's more comfortable. Inhale, let's stretch the abdomen, lift the bottom, chest dips and extends, shoulders soft. Exhale, press that floor away now, round through the upper back. We need to find this in our crow pose to help us engage shoulder girdle, create space. Inhale, bottom lift, chest extends. Exhale, rounding through. Inhale, open, tummy draws back to spine, still here. Exhale, press the floor away. Inhale, opening. And exhale, press that floor away. Inhale, come back to neutral. Walk those hands forward. Let's lengthen out through the spine. Toes tuck under. Hips lift up and back. Pedal out through the feet. Just find your dog here. Enjoy the movement. Sway from side to side if that's for you. I love that stretch through the side body. You can pivot on the toes. From here now, find a steady dog and slowly begin to walk your hands back towards you. First forward fold of the day, hands to shins. Inhale, extend the head forward, gazing pose. Fingertips to mat, also fine here if you can reach without compromising the back. Exhale, forward fold, tummy to thighs. Relax the neck, gaze between the legs. Few breaths here. Inhale, slowly roll yourself up to stand, head comes last. Use your core to come up. Lovely. And then step to the front if you're not already there. Actually, no, you should all be at the back. So step to the front of your mat. We'll come into a little flow to begin with. From here, inhale, reach up. Lengthen through spine. And exhale, Uttanasana. Forward fold, tummy to thighs, hands resting shins or mat. Inhale, gazing pose. Core on, lift in and up. It helps you transition, protects your back, step back into plank. Inhale here. Exhale, lower knees and chest. First one, cobra of the day. Inhale, chest extends forward. Squeeze those elbows in, around and down with the shoulders. Switch core on out. Exhale, come back through a knee plank variation, downward dog. 3 breaths again. Feel free to move here in your dog if you wish. Lift up through thighs, gaze back between the shins if you're in a more stable, static dog. Breathing here. Try and draw those shoulders down away from the ears. Exhale, gaze forward. Step the right foot forward. Come into a lunge. Keep the back knee lifted. Rise onto fingertips. Inhale, extend the heart center forward. And exhale, step the left foot to meet the right, but take it hip width. Interlace the fingertips behind the back, the fingers behind the back. Inhale here, reach the head forward. Exhale, fold. Resting tummy to thigh again. Reach those knuckles away. Opening through those shoulders. We release the bind. Hinge from the hips, rise. Inhale. And exhale, release the hands down. Once again, inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Tummy to thigh. Inhale, gazing pose. This time, so core on. Yogi's choice, step or float back to plank, your choice. Depends what you're looking for today, whether it's strength and heat or just a gentle flow to stretch out. So from here now, knees can drop or come through a full plank or chaturanga if that's in your practice. Release toes. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. If cobra, fire up those thighs. Feel free to take another cobra. Exhale, roll over knees or toes. Downward dog. 3 breaths here. So it's hips up and back. Try not to round through that upper back. to get the legs straight. If you need to, soften the knees. Press that floor away, hips up and back. And then the legs will come eventually over time. Exhale, bend through the knees, gaze forward. This time step that left foot through. Keep the back knee lifted, come onto fingertips. Inhale, shine the heart center forward. Exhale, step the right foot forward, hip width again. Inhale, gazing pose, interlace the fingertips behind you. Use your core here to help you hinge and fold. By engaging the core, that can draw us in towards the legs. Release the bite. Inhale, use the core to help you lift even, palms touch. And exhale, release the hands down. So, toe heel those feet in, and we'll come to our standing poses. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. You're going to open out through these inner thighs. Practice balancing, finding that focus and counterbalance. Exhale, bend through the knees, step or float back to plank. Lower down, exhale. Inhale, cobra, upward dog. So if you're pushing through to upward dog, make sure the hands are in line with the ribs. Exhale over knees or toes, downward dog. So we'll stretch out through the legs and inner thighs. Inhale, extend that right leg, split dog. The left heel can lift. Exhale, bend the right knee, dip those toes over to the left, but keep opening through that right hip. Find space there. Lift from the knee. Inhale, extend right leg, level off hips. Exhale, right foot through to the hands. Left heel turns in, warrior one. Arms rise. So back toes roughly 10 o'clock. Exhale, come into your warrior lunge. Scissor those thighs together. So imagine a pair of scissors. You're closing the scissors, and that left hip will work forward and the right hip back. That's it. Inhale here. Exhale, open out, warrior two. Slide that left foot back, longer stance. Adjust, shoulders over hips. Back leg strong. Perhaps come a little deeper. Inhale, straighten that front leg, hands to hips. Hop this left foot in about a meter distance for Trikonasana between the feet. Inhale, extend, turn those back toes in. Exhale, hinge. First of all, start to drive the hips back, reach forward, and then hinge. Right hand down, left arm up. Breathe there. You should feel this through this inner right thigh, groin area. Final breath. Exhale, now release the hands either side of that front foot. Inhale, press and lift to an L shape. Extend through the heart center. You should feel a stretch down this right leg. Exhale, bend that right leg. Shoot that left foot back, high lunge. Inhale, arms rise, opening out. Just the feet slightly wider if you're struggling with balance. Exhale, lunge deeper. Lengthen through lower back. Lift through heart center. So to lengthen, close those front ribs. Switch this back left glute on. Well, clearly it's at the back if it's your glute. The left glute. Exhale, hands come in to interlace, come into a clasped position. Left heel drops, turns in. Inhale, reach the knuckles back, lift through top of head. Exhale, fold, humble warrior. Stretching through this inner right thigh. Hamstring again, even out to hip. Breathe there, sinking lower with each exhale if you can. If you need to, you can of course bring your hands either side and try and dip the chest lower that way if your balance is off today. Final breath. Exhale, release the hands down. We vinyasa. If at any time it's too much, feel free to skip them. Otherwise, step that right foot back, try not to skim the mat. Inhale, lean forward. Exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Steady your breath here. Gaze to shin. Check in with your hands, fingertips spread nice and wide. Pressing into outer edges of the hands. Rise onto toes. Inhale, left leg lift, split dog. Exhale, bend that top leg. Dip the toes to the right. Keep lifting that left knee, open, find a space across the front of that left hip. Inhale, extend left leg, level off the hips. Exhale, left foot through to the hands. Warrior one, right heel turns in. We rise up. Inhale here. Exhale, come into that lunge. Back leg nice and strong. Scissor those thighs. So the warrior one's not as deep as the warrior two. Exhale, open now, warrior two. Turn those right toes out to the long side of the mat. Long stance, lunge a bit deeper. Externally rotate both thighs. Exhale now, straighten front leg, hands to hips. Pop this right foot in, meter distance. Inhale, extend, stand tall. Exhale, hips push back, reach and hinged. Hand to shin, maybe higher up. We want this front leg to be straight if possible. Lift the thighs, so try and engage the kneecaps. Keep extending. Gaze to side or fingertips. Exhale now, release the hands either side of that front foot. We're coming into our L shape. So inhale, press and lift. Really reach the chest forward, nice stretch to the back of that left leg. Exhale, shoot that right foot back. High lunge, take the feet hip width, arms rise. Opening here. Exhale, lunge a bit deeper, slide those toes back, close those front ribs. Breathing there. Again, switch on that right glute. One more breath. Exhale, release those hands down. Step back to your plank. Inhale here. Exhale lower. Inhale. Cobra upward dog. And exhale, downward dog. Take a couple of breaths here. Exhale now, bend your knees, gaze forward, step or float to the front. Gazing pose, inhale. Exhale, we fold forward. Hinge to rise. Inhale, come on up, palms touch. And exhale, release the hands down. So coming into Garudasana, eagle pose, it's going to help us balance, build some focus into our practice, and also get used to rounding in, so it's a variation. So lift the right toes, spread them out, and transition the weight to that right foot. Inhale here, lift the left leg, wrap left around right, squeeze those thighs together. Take the arms in front, inhale, fix the gaze now, just along the nose. Exhale, right arm over left. Wrap those arms around each other. Steady breath. Slowly raise those elbows to shoulder height. Exhale, draw the shoulders away from the ears now. Staying here if that's enough. Working on balance. Or exhale, we begin to round. Bring the knees, the elbows down towards the knees. Pull the arms apart at the same time. I'll show you from the sides. We're rounding through the upper back. We're going to find this in our crow pose shortly. Inhale, rise up. Unravel with the arms. Keep that left leg lifted. Inhale. Exhale, shoot back. Warrior three. Take that left leg, extend. This is where counterbalance comes in. Imagine you're pushing into a wall behind with that left leg. Reach through fingertips. Reach through top of head. So find that counterbalance. Final breath. Exhale, release the left foot to the mat, straighten that front leg. That glute's probably burning. Take the feet hip width, just a meter distance again. Inhale, stand tall, hands to hips, or if you'd like a shoulder opener, clasp the elbows, or bring the palms together here, reverse prayer. Inhale, open. Exhale, hinge and fold forward. Bakasana. Press the hands together and really extend through top of head. Chin tucks in lightly. Bending that front leg now. Release the hands down. Right hand comes to 1 o'clock. Left hand to left hip. We inhale, press and lift and open to Ardha Chandrasana. Roll that left hip up towards the ceiling with the left palm. Right knee can be bent, it doesn't have to be straight. If it can't work for you, if it doesn't work for you, grab a block. Left arm rises. Keep extending through the head. Reach the body away from that front leg. Keep the gaze to the floor for balance or challenge to top hand. And if Chapasana is for you, take that left foot to the bottom, take hold of the foot. Inhale, reach that left leg away and pull back with the left hand. Inhale slowly, release that left leg if you're in your half moon. Exhale, release the left hand to the mat, square the hips, drop that left foot to the mat, bring the knees to the mat too. Hands come to the inside, the left knee to the mat too. Hands come to the inside of left foot, walk that right foot slightly wider. Inhale, reach the chest forward. You can stay here on the fingertips up high, or maybe begin to walk those hands forward, soften the forearms towards the floor. Might be halfway house, that's okay too. But just keep extending through top of head. Inhale, rise back up. Bring the hands either side of front foot. Walk that right foot in, lift the back knee, step it back into plank. Squeeze those thighs together. You can of course do this on the knees too. From here, inhale. Exhale, see if you can press the floor away, round through those shoulders. Feel the core switching on. Inhale, come back to neutral. Exhale, round. Inhale, neutral. Exhale, round. Inhale, neutral. And exhale, lower now. Hands slide back. Inhale to upward dog or cobra. Exhale over knees or toes. Downward dog. Rise onto toes. Bend through the knees. Step or float to the front. Gazing pose. Inhale. And exhale. Fold it forward. Hinge to rise. Inhale, come on up. And exhale, release those hands down. So other side, coming into our Garudasana, nearly forgot what the word was. Garudasana on the other side. So lift and spread the left toes. Nice strong base, try and lift that arch of the foot. Transition the weight to left foot, cross right over left and wrap those legs. Wrap that right foot as far behind the left leg as it can go. That might be enough for you. Or inhale, take the arms in front. Slight bend through that left leg. Wrap the left arm over right as high up above the elbow as possible. Elbows reach up to shoulder height. Might get a nice stretch across the shoulders here. Exhale, draw the shoulders down now. Fix the gaze, stay here. Or exhale slowly. Lift up through your pelvic floor, squeeze the legs together, pull the arms apart as you round here. Inhale, slowly rise. I know that left leg might already be starting to ache. Take the arms wide and we inhale. Ooh, I'm going to wobble over. I'll turn around. We inhale, hinge forward. Hopefully you're better than me. Don't try and pivot. Come into your warrior three. There we go. Extend through fingertips. Reach that foot back. Lift up through the left hip. Find that counterbalance. Sometimes when that right leg is too close to the ground, it'll draw you back. So have faith, dip the chest, push into the wall behind you, reach through top of head. Exhale, slowly release the right toes back, coming into your high lunge. If you need to, bring the hands down, just the feet slightly wider. Arms rise, inhale, opening out. Exhale, come into that lunge. Tuck or lengthen the tailbone, the bottom, tuck it under. Inhale here. Exhale now. Release the hands to the mat, right hand to right hip, left hand 11 o'clock. You can hop this right foot closer if you need to. Inhale, press and lift that right leg. Press into that left foot, roll the right hip open. Right arm can extend, gaze can stay to floor or transition to side or even top hand. If you're trying Bakasana, bend that right leg, take the hand, inch it to find the right foot. It helps to take the gaze to the floor with that variation. Inhale, reach the foot away. Find a little back bend. Inhale, slowly take that right leg back out. If you had it in Bakasana, bend the left leg, release the hands to the mat, shoot the right foot back, drop the back knee. So lizard on the other side, toe heel that left foot out slightly wider, slide that right knee back, hands to the inside of left foot. Inhale, extend the heart center forward. You can release the back toes. See how this feels. Maybe walk the hands forward. Try and find a deeper stretch if that's available to you through this left inner thigh. Oh, I think I just remembered I missed the humble warrior, didn't I, on that left leg. We'll come back to that. Extend through the heart center. Breathe here. Inhale, press back up onto the hands. We'll come to that humble warrior. Walk that left foot in, back toes tucked under, right heel turns in. We'll inhale, rise up. It should feel quite nice after that lizard. Arms rise for warrior one. Exhale, interlace the fingertips behind. Inhale, lift up through heart center. Exhale, fold over that front leg. Draw the left hip back and reach those knuckles away. Back leg strong. Press into the outside edge. Draw that left hip back. Exhale, release those hands now. Vinyasa, step back to your plank. Lower down, exhale. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. And exhale, downward dog. So drop to your knees now. This one's a little bit of fun just to prepare for crow. So if you're a bit scared of crow pose and the height of your head falling forward, pillow's always really handy. So if you did bring one, then we'll use that. But for this first variation, you're a lot closer to the floor, although it does take a lot of flexibility in the hip flexors. So go with it, have a go. It's just a bit of fun. You might like this one. So we actually come onto the forearms for our crow pose, for this variation, forearm crow pose. Now with this one, it helps to remember that rounding of the back. So toes tuck under. See if you can come onto the toes and imagine you're coming into your normal crow pose, but on the forearms. So toes come together, knees come wide, and we see if we can lean forward and take those knees onto as high up those upper arms as possible. Gaze forward now, try and round through the upper back and see if you can squeeze and lift the toes together. Kind of a baby crow. It is quite tough, don't worry if it's 1 foot at a time. So snuggle on in. Inhale, roll forward, squeeze those knees onto the backs of the arms. See if you can squeeze the feet, the thighs together, round through that upper back. And exhale, release down. So that one's quite nice, similar. The gaze is forward. But if you're going to fall, you literally just have to tuck your chin in and gets rid of the fear. So if you want to work on that one today, feel free to. If you want to come into your normal crow, we'll come onto the toes. Take the knees wide, very similar, snuggle in. Fingertips nice and wide, arms pretty much straight. We need that space to lean. I know a lot of you have heard this from me so many times. So this is where your counterbalance comes in. You can use your fingertips here. When you feel yourself going too far forward, imagine you can, try and grip, imagine you're pulling yourself back with the fingers, and that really can work to stop you rolling. So we've worked on flexibility, we've engaged our core. Squeeze those knees onto the backs of the arms. Gaze forward. Lift up through that Mula Bandha, pelvic floor. Inhale, roll forwards. Keep squeezing those thighs towards each other. Maybe stay here or bring one foot in at a time, maybe both together. If you're working deeper into the pose, try and straighten the arms. Chest extends forward. Exhale, release down. So if you're not quite into coming up, just practice rolling, taking weight into the hands, getting comfortable. So you can come back into that position, arms almost straight, knees on back of arms. Inhale, lean into the arms and hands. Keep the toes on the mat. Exhale back. You just use the breath. Inhale, round through those shoulders, but draw them down still. Exhale back. Have a couple of goes. Remember to use that breath. If you're frustrated, try and release that too. It really can't help us sometimes. And then release out. Relax down onto the shins. We're going to circle the wrists inwards and then the other way. Shake them out. We've been on them quite a bit today. And we're just going to finish with a nice spinal twist before relaxation. So lean out to one side, release the legs. If you would like a jumper for Shavasana or pillows, keep them close by. Oh, and I totally forgot. Next time we'll do that, you can take the pillow in front of your head. Totally forgot we had that. So just to calm us down, lots of energy there. Extend the left leg, draw right knee into chest. Inhale here. Exhale, take the knee over to the left, shuffle the hips back, and inhale, take the arms wide. Gaze to ceiling, or you can roll the head over to the right for a deeper twist. Breathe there, enjoy it. Slow everything down. Lots of energy for inversions and arm balances. Inhale, press into the hands and roll back. Bring the right foot to the mat, reposition yourself. Both hips or glutes on the mat. Extend the right leg away, left leg hugs in. Inhale and exhale, take the knee over to the right. Again, hip shuffle back, arms come wide. You can always take the left arm up first as you ground down with that right shoulder blade. So we are eventually hoping to bring both shoulder blades to the mat, but don't worry if you're not there, especially if you do other activities. It's hard to balance it all out, but this will help as a cross-training or injury prevention type of exercise. Gaze can roll to the left, eyes can close. When I say gaze, in this one, the eyes can close. It's simply the head turning. Inhale, press, come back to center, bring that left foot back, release yourself onto the mat. This time, happy baby, bring the knees into chest, hands take the outside edges of feet or arms around the backs of the knees. Draw knees in towards armpits or chest, sway from side to side. Lower the back towards the floor. If you'd like an extra hamstring stretch here, you can extend the left leg away, its inner thigh stretch as well. You can always support this leg with the left hand underneath the calf. It doesn't have to be still holding on to that left foot. Exhale, bring that foot back in. Inhale, extend the right leg away. Exhale, release. Bring soles of the feet together now. Interlace the hands around the feet. Ground the lower back to the mat. Press the knees, the hips open towards the front of your mat, drawing the shoulders down. Exhale, now release. We come to Shavasana. Feet to mat, perhaps resting knees against each other. If you have that pillow, you can take your pillow underneath legs. underneath the knees. Yogi's choice here. Or finish as we started. Tuck shoulders under. Close your eyes, soften your face, and allow yourself to soak up, to savour, to enjoy the inner peace you've created within your practice. Let go of tension around shoulders and neck, and rest here. Thoughts that come, push them away. Come back to heartbeat, or rise and fall of chest or abdomen. If you'd like to stay in your Shavasana longer, please do. Sadly, this isn't a super long one, so stay there. If you'd like to come round, take a deep breath, sigh out. Reconnect with your physical body, with movement. Stretching out, hugging in. And rolling to one side, resting there. Ready. When ready, press yourself up to seated. Take a few moments here, just acknowledge your efforts, your body's efforts this evening as well. For making the time. And hopefully feeling a little calmer, perhaps stronger. Bring your hands together now into your heart centre. Namaste. So thank you very much, everyone. Thanks for coming. I hope it was a good session for you guys. Let me know. Any requests, as always, open requests. Hi guys, lovely to have you on Facebook as well. Next week, just so you know, I'll come down here so you can all see me. Next week, it'll be an hour session, and I'm doing it in aid of the Disaster Emergency Committee coronavirus appeal. So I'd love you to join me. I'll be sharing the link for donations. I think it's a great way for us to give back, look after ourselves, and to help others who are definitely in worse positions than we are. So it'd be great if you could join me and spread the word too. I'd love that. So yeah, thank you very much, and have a great rest of the week. I'll see you guys next week. Hope you have beautiful weekends. I'm really hoping the sun comes out.